Are you concerned about falling? In the next year, 1 in 4 seniors will experience a fall. Do not allow yourself to become a statistic. Tai Chi is proven to reduce your fall risk by 58%. Classes for all abilities are available throughout DuPage County. Tai Chi. Exercise for life. Exercise for you.
The 4 taps. Tap below your collarbone. Middle of your sternum. Side of your ribs. Tap the ball 1 foot. Tap the ball of your other foot. Bring yourself to the natural stance. Take your head to one shoulder, roll it down around to the shoulder. Without tilting it back, bring it across the top. Exhale around. Inhale across. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Change direction. One more. Bend your knees, let your arms hang down, roll your shoulders. Change direction. One more. Straighten up. Palms together. Bring your hands up. Open your palms towards your face. Bring the backs of your hands together. And down. Bring your palms to touch again. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Change direction. One more. Rub your palms. Hands on the small of your back. Keep your head still, your head upright. Circle your way. One more. Change direction. One more. If you choose, bring your feet close together, circle your tailbone. Change direction. One. Bring your feet as close together as you're safe and comfortable. Rub your palms. Rub your knees. Pat your knees. Rest your hands above your knees. Bend and straighten. One more. Straighten up. Take one foot, rotate your ankle. One more. Change direction. One more. Switch feet. Again. Rotate your ankle. One more. Change direction. One more. And bring yourself to the natural stance, arm swinging. There will be no class next Friday, as I will be on my way to San Diego to teach a clinic there on the Saturday. So if you're in the area, let me know and I can get you registered. Clinic from 10 till 6. Sound bath from 7 till 9. And then 12 till noon on the beach on Sunday. 12 till noon, 9 till noon on the beach Sunday morning. And Monday, probably no class Monday, because it's like an 8 or 9 hour drive each way. So it's a full day each way. So having thought about that, if you show up on Monday and I'm not here, don't be surprised. And class Tuesday morning, we are most likely to be doing a 5-phase meditation. It's one of the things I like about being here. When you look up at the horizon and there are two cowboys riding along the ridgeline. And so this morning we are going to talk about Qigong, and we are going to go through each of the movements individually, as they are all actually individual movements. Ooh, they're at a little trot. Right, and allow your arms to come to a rest, and turn your waist and allow your arms to swing on there, nice and loose and relaxed. And tap the small of your back on the opposite side, inside your shoulder, on the front. And bring your waist to a rest. Qigong. So Qigong translates as the basic movements of Qigong. And this is a set that was developed by Grandmaster Shin in the early 2000s with the goal of teaching you basic principles. So it expands a little bit on my 4 movements of Qigong, and it includes those movements. They are all individual movements, and each one does a slightly different thing. However, there are a number of guiding principles over what they do behind all of them. So the basic premise is that they teach you the basic ways to move to give you a foundation for later sequences. That's the primary reason for them. When you begin to go a little deeper, they are a good way of practicing the coordination of your movement with your breath and your breath with your mind. They are also a good time to practice your breathing. They are a good time to practice the quiescence of your mind, bringing your mind into the one place where all you're aware of is your movement. It's a good time to practice physical relaxation. So even though they're called basic movements, they really can be far from it depending how you practice them. So your intention over what you're doing and what you're working on is really, really important when it comes to doing Qigong, Tai Chi, Qigong, meditation, all of these practices. So you could have a group of 20 people together, all doing the same thing, but they're not doing the same thing. One person could be working on relaxation, one person coordination, somebody else breathing. You never know what somebody is working on. And my favorite way to do these Qigong movements, as most of you know, is the Qigong, where I just link all of them together. There's no specific sequence to that. There's no specific number. So you will find that I have variations on that depending how I feel on the day. However, that is a sequence that I personally really enjoy. The introductory movement. So we begin in the natural stance with our feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing as straight forward as you're comfortable, your knees relaxed, your weight dropped down so your pelvis tilts a little bit, your back up straight, the crown of your head being pulled up tall while your center is sinking down. Your chin is tucked in, your tongue is on the roof of your mouth, and your breath ideally is in and out of your nose. Your arms are relaxed at your sides, with your palms turned behind you to create space underneath your armpits. So here we are trying to regulate our body to make sure that there is no blocking of energy, which means that your posture is correct, that there is no wasting of energy, that you're not using muscles that you need to use. You are relaxed in body, mind, and spirit. The introductory movement, your hands float up to the height of your shoulders as if pulled by your wrists. Your hands sink down. Inhale, float your hands up. Exhale, sink your hands down. Inhale. Exhale. So you may notice a tendency to rise and sink as you do this. And as long as it's intentional, that's good. So we use our mind to control our breath, and we use our breath to control our movement. So the speed that you move at is unimportant. So the introductory movement appears in a lot of the sequences that we do. And there are some variations on this. In the 5 animals, our hands come up and in and down. And the purpose is the same. The goal is to regulate your body, your energy, and your mind, with the intention of bringing them to that balanced space where you are ready to do the exercises to come. So if you've been rushed, it will slow you down. If you've been quiet, it will begin to move you. So regulating primarily blood and qi, and also regulating your mind, giving you the opportunity to bring yourself into the present moment for all of the exercises to come. So the introductory movement is one of the most important things that we can do, and it is a really good exercise to do on its own. Push the mountain. So your hands float up to the height of your shoulders, and your hands pull in to your shoulders. Press forward. Inhale, pull in. Exhale, push out. Inhale. Exhale. So this is another of our 4 basic movements, helping you to learn how your hands, your arms, move in and out. Now the subtlety with this is that you close your shoulder blades as your hands come in. You open your shoulder blades as your hands go out and stretch out a little bit. So you begin your hands coming in by squeezing your shoulder blades gently together. You move your hands out by moving your shoulder blades apart. This exercise is good for your libido. It is also good, to a certain degree, for lungs and posture because of this opening and closing of the shoulder blades. And when your hands are out, sink your arms down. Phoenix spreads its wings. So your hands float up to the height of your shoulders. Your palms face each other. And your arms open to the sides and close. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, close your arms. Inhale. Exhale. Again, we have a gentle closing the shoulders, bringing the shoulder blades together and opening the shoulders, moving your shoulder blades apart. And you should feel that this is a different movement in your shoulder blades than push the mountain. Phoenix spreads its wings is all about lung function. It's not really posture in this, but it opens your chest physically, and it opens your lung channel. And this is one of the very first Qigong exercises that I ever learned. And then when your hands come together again, bring your hands down. Press the pillars. So your hands float up to the sides this time, to shoulder height. Touch your thumb to your index finger. Bring your hands into your shoulders. Release your fingers. Press out to the side. Inhale, pull your hands in. Exhale, press out. Inhale. Exhale. So you're really closing your shoulder blades here, really squeezing them hard and then just relaxing them. You open, but only to return to neutral. So you should be able to do this exercise with your nose or your toes against the wall. So this is very much a lung exercise. Strengthening the muscles in your shoulder blades and your back. So as your hands go out, you're promoting lung function out. As you touch your index finger to your thumb, you're connecting your lung and your large intestine channels to help the energy flow in on that circuit or that part of the circuit of lungs and large intestine. And when your hands are out, sink your arms down. Flying like a goose. So your palms turn towards your body and your hands float up to the height of your shoulders. And your hands sink down. Inhale, float up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale. Exhale. So nice and relaxed. So this movement here has the same function as the introductory movement. It is helping to regulate your blood and your qi, to regulate your mind, to help you relax after all that shoulder work. Now sometimes, or most of the time, I do some flare in there. And this is all part of making the exercises your own. Every exercise has basic principles that we should adhere to. So the sinking down, the floating up is what's important. That is like the trunk and the branches of a tree. The flare at the end is like the leaves. Most trees have trunks and branches that all look very similar. However, the leaves can be very different. So as long as your fundamentals are good, that your trunk and branches are good, you can have different leaves. And bring your hands down to your sides. Turtle lifts its shell. There are two very distinct ways to do this. One uses tension to release tension, and the other way is relaxed. The movement on both of them is the same. You're going to pull your shoulders up to your ears, and your hands are going to come up towards your armpits. They come up along the seam. Some people do this and their hands come forward. That's not good. Hands come straight up toward your armpit. On the first one, using tension, you're going to pull your shoulders up to your ears as high as you can. You're going to pull your hands up as high as you can towards your armpits. And then you're going to press down and pull your shoulders down. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, press down. Inhale. Exhale. So your hands should rub along the side of your body, up and down, to keep them in alignment with your shoulders. So you pull up, creating tension in your trapezius, and then you pull down, creating tension in the other part of your trapezius. So the conscious, deliberate pulling up, pressing down, helps to teach your body where your shoulders should be. So if you get a lot of tension in your shoulders, this is a really good one to do. It may seem counterintuitive, but sometimes we need to go with a lot of something in order to realize the opposite. One more. Relax your hands. The second way of doing turtle lifts its shell, the movement is exactly the same. The difference is you're trying to do it as relaxed as you can. And you should find that the movement is not as big. So you gently bring your shoulders up, no tension, bring your hands up and bring your hands down. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. So nice and relaxed. Seeing how little muscular effort that you need to use to create the movement. So it teaches you how little you need to bring your shoulders up. One more. Circling a ball. Now this one brings into play an important concept with your legs, with your waist, with your center. Your knees should always point in the same direction as your toes. So when you turn your center, your waist turns, but your knees stay aligned with your toes. And so you're bringing the movement into your hip. Your hip is the ball and socket joint. So you feel the knee that goes forward, your hip opens, it's flat. The knee that goes back, your hip is closed, it's creased. And you change that. And you have this opening and closing of your hips. So we bring our hands up to imagine holding a ball in front of us. We turn to the left, we circle the ball up to the left. Across, we circle down to the right. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, circle down. Inhale. Exhale. So really, you are only moving your hands up and down. The left and the right comes from the movement in your waist. This movement is often also used to help stimulate the energy in your body. Through holding the ball, you may have that perception of something between your hands. And stop at the bottom. Turn to the right, circle up. Turn to the left, circle down. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, circle down. Inhale, exhale. So the movement of your center to the left and to the right is the important thing in this movement. And you can change the size of the circles. In Shibashi we do a really big circle. And Kicho, I prefer it to keep it here between lower and middle danchen. One more. So making sure that you keep your knees and your toes aligned is really, really important in everything that we do. And an exercise like this and grinding corn helps to teach you how to do that. Parting the clouds. So your palms facing behind. You bring your arms up as high over your head as you're safe and comfortable. Hopefully, you did not do it in your shoulders. When they're over your head, turn your palms out, the backs of your hands together, and bring your arms down the side. Inhale. Bring your arms up. Exhale. Down. Inhale. Exhale. So I like to rise up and stretch up and to sink down and relax, just very gently. So parting the clouds this way is really good for heart function. As you bring your arms up, it opens your heart channel from your armpit to your small finger. So it really good for your heart. Most big arm movements have an effect on the heart. So like our arm swinging, but in a different way. This also helps your physical ability to bring your hands up over your head. And now this one, we change direction. Again, a little bit of flair there from me. You bring your arms up the sides. The backs of your hands come together, your palms turn forward, and your arms come down. So most seniors cannot lift their arms over their head, be it through strength or flexibility, which is why it makes getting things out of cupboards difficult. So time spent practicing bringing your arms over your head is really good for maintaining your abilities and the quality of your life. And you'll find that there are a lot of sequences that have over the head movements in them. Shibashi has a lot. One more. This is one that I actually really like. Spreading your wings. Now these next three involve a step out to the corners. So if your right foot is pointing straight forward, your left foot is going to turn out on a 45-degree angle. And if you slide your left foot back on that 45-degree angle, you should have space between your feet. So you should have like railroad tracks running between your feet so that you can turn easily to the corner and not have any discomfort and tension in your waist. So the movement for spreading your wings is to shift forward and back. So in circling a ball, we practice turning our center. In spreading your wings, you practice shifting your center forward and back. Now, if you are comfortable with the balance, keeping your shoulders squarely above your waist so that movement happens in your center, you can allow your heels to come up forward, your toes to come up when back. But really important for your balance, your posture, that your shoulders stay squarely above your waist. With your weight back, your arms are open to the sides. So very much like spreading your wing, Phoenix spreads its wings. Shift forward. Bring your hands together. Shift back and open. Exhale. Shift forward. Inhale. Shift back. Exhale. Inhale. So just like Phoenix spreads its wings, there's lung function going on in here. The important thing now is learning how to control the movement in your center. That you move from your center rather than your shoulders. and step back. And then turn to the other side, to the right foot forward. Again, make sure that when you slide your right foot back, that it misses your left foot. Arms open to the side, toes up if you're comfortable with the balance. Keeping your knees bent, shift forward and close. Shift back and open. Exhale, shift forward. Inhale, shift back. Exhale. Inhale. As long as you maintain the railroad tracks between your feet, your knees bent, your weight sunk down, your shoulders squarely above your waist, you should feel really stable doing this. If you feel unsteady at all, one or more of those three things probably needs work on. The other one would be leg strength. So there is no turning of the waist as you do spreading your wings. It is only a forward and backward movement. And step back. Vertical circles to the sides. So again, we step out to the corner with the left foot, making sure that we have the railroad tracks between our feet. Our feet this time stay firmly on the floor. Our belly button points with our left foot. You turn your hands palm forward, fingertips pointing down, and being judicious about how far you reach down and reach up. Keep yourself safe and comfortable. Reach down your front leg. Make sure that back heel stays firmly on the floor. Bring your hands up and shift your weight to your back foot. Bring your hands fingertip to fingertip down to your waist. Point them down, reach down and shift your weight forward. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, wash down. Inhale. Exhale. So this is a real big balance and stability test. So you have to be very careful how you do this. And when you reach your waist, turn your hands, palm up, bring your hands up, over your head, turn your palms forward, shift forward and down. Fingertip to fingertip, inhale, pull up. Exhale, down. Inhale. And bring your hands to your waist. Bring your left foot in. Turn your right foot out. Again, making sure you have your railroad tracks, feet firmly on the floor, belly button pointing straight forwards. And again, shift forward, reach your hands down as far as you're safe and comfortable. Scoop your hands up, shifting your weight back. Wash down to your center. Reach down. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, wash down. Inhale. Exhale. And when you reach your waist, turn your hands palm up to change direction. Bring your hands up, over your head, shift forward, and bring your hands down. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, reach down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And pull your hands up to your waist. Step your foot back and settle in the center. Grinding corn. So again, we step out with the left foot to the corner. Railroad tracks between our feet, slide it back, make sure you've got space. This time, your center is going to be turned with your right foot. So we are going to combine the shifting forward and backward of spreading your wings with the turning of circling a ball. Hands palm down in front of your center. The goal is that your hands really only move in and out. Everything else comes from your weight shifting and your center turning. So shift your weight, turn your center to the left, circle your hands out. Shift your weight, turn to your right foot, circle your hands in. Exhale, circle forward. Inhale, circle back. Exhale. Inhale. So again, making sure that your shoulders stay squarely above your waist. Your knees stay aligned with your toes. And the movement emanates from your waist turning. And then when you reach your right foot and your center, change direction. Shift and turn to your left foot, reach out. Shift and turn to your right foot, pull in. Exhale, shift forward. Inhale, shift back. Exhale. Inhale. So you should feel a lot of opening and closing of your hips. You should feel a little opening and closing of your shoulders to create bending and straightening. And when you reach your back foot, bring your left foot in. Shift to your left foot, turn your right foot out. Shift and turn to your right foot, circle your hands out. Shift and turn to your left foot, circle your hands in. Exhale, shift and turn forward. Inhale, shift and turn back. Exhale. Inhale. So paying attention to the movement of your center, the shifting of your weight, your knees and your toes, your weight drop down, your shoulders squarely above your waist. The opening and closing of your hips, the opening and closing of your shoulders. All of which is driven by your breath, which is driven by your mind. Change direction, so shift and turn to your right foot. Reach out, shift and turn to your left foot. Circle back. Exhale, shift forward. Inhale, shift back. Exhale. Inhale. One more. And step back. Circling your arms. Your arms turn palm forward, circle up the side. They come fingertip to fingertip and wash down through your body all the way down into the floor. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, wash down. Inhale. Exhale. So this is often done as a closing movement of washing everything that you need to let go of down into the earth. So imagine washing down from the crown of your head all the way down to the soles of your feet. Washing away down into Mother Earth all that you need and want to let go of. One more. And bring your arms all the way down. The closing movement. Bring your hands fingertip to fingertip just below your center. Bring your hands up to the level of your nose, turn them palm down. Press down. Inhale fresh energy into your body. Exhale, press that energy all the way down into your center. Inhale. Exhale. So we draw in the breath of life, the breath that gives us energy, the breath that gives us life. We draw that energy into our body and we push that energy down into our center, into the bowl of our pelvis, collecting it there. So the energy coming in expands our center. And as we press it down, we compress it, making our center smaller. So we add energy into our center. And then we compress it, making it smaller, brighter, denser. We're filling our energy battery with each and every breath that we take. And as your hands come down, ladies, place your right hand, gentlemen, your left hand. Interlace your thumbs, cover your center below your navel. So your thumbs are at the level of your navel, so that your hands cover the space 3 fingers below. And you rest and you breathe here. You feel the energy in your center expanding. You feel the energy in your center being compressed. We fill with energy and we pack it down. Building the energy in our lower dantian. Building the energy in the reservoir that feeds the energy of the reservoir in the microcosmic orbit. The energy in the microcosmic orbit feeds all of our internal organs, giving them all the energy that they need to be healthy and to live a long time. And on your next exhale, let go. So you'll often see the closing movement at the end of many sequences in Tai Chi and Qigong. And when we have cultivated our energy through the movements that we've done, whatever sequence it is, we want to gather more energy in to fill our center with energy for the rest of our day, for the rest of our lives.